Hello everyone, thank you very much for your questions that we've received on Facebook and Twitter. We've got some here. The first one for you, Jonny. What made you decide to go into sports? From Sergio.
Well, my mum used to swim from being very young, and she encouraged me to go into swimming. So I started swimming when I was about 4 years old, and our parents were very active parents. They wanted us to do everything from music to sport, and just sport was one of those things. So it's from my parents, really.
Do you want to answer the next one?
From Twitter, Jonathan, he's got a great name. What was the best thing about competing in London 2012?
There was lots of great things about competing in the Olympics in London. Obviously it was the home Olympics. I think it was actually the race itself for me, and the crowds that turned out, the support, it was just absolutely phenomenal. It really made the race. I think without it, it probably wouldn't have been that special, but the support really made the whole occasion for me, I think. We've got one here from Jim. How do you deal with jelly legs after cycling?
Jelly legs is part of triathlon, and the main tip to kind of get over it is just accept it's going to happen. It's one of those things that I've accepted and I'm used to now, and you got to accept that it is going to feel strange. It is going to hurt a little bit, but you can practice it, and you can leave your shoes next to your bike and do sessions where you cycle for a bit and then run straight away and do things like that. But the main tip is just accept it's going to be there, and no one ever feels good. Doesn't matter how many times I practice it, my legs will always feel like that. A question from Jezza. At what point did you drop everything and start training or competing full time?
It was a gradual process for me. When I was 18, in my last year of school, it was quite an important decision for me. I won the World Junior Championships. Initially started a university course and then decided to swap to another one that would allow me to train at home and a bit more intensively. So that was important. But I actually didn't finish all my studying until recently, these last few months actually, but I think I can consider myself a professional athlete for at least the last 3 years probably. I got one for you from Jamie. Aren't you guys worried about Intel's evil bro trying to knock you off and take over?
Yeah, I suppose I'm a little bit worried. No. Luckily, he's obviously not real, and he's not going to compete in triathlon against us. But yeah, the fact that it is a bit strange that we have to compete against something that we've done that is quite fast, and I don't want to be in a situation where I compete against a Super Brownlee, and the Super Brownlee is actually faster than me. So yeah, I'm a little bit worried that I'm not going to get 100% score and that he is going to beat me. A question for Ian here. What do you do to wind down?
Well, a lot of the time when you're training very hard, you're tired at the end of the day, so you don't really have to do a lot to wind down. Just not a lot. Obviously eating is very important, but I enjoy it as well. Just relaxing in front of the TV, reading. I like to read quite a lot. Relax with friends, that kind of thing. Nothing really very special. What's the hardest thing to give up when you're training? Mine is definitely red wine, says Annie.
I don't struggle with giving up food because I can eat lots of food. That's a good thing about training. I miss not playing football. I'm a massive football fan, and at school I used to play five-a-side football and things like that. And now I can't do that. My life is very structured, and when I play football, I can't train the next day because my legs are too stiff. So, yeah, giving up football.
Question for you from Matthew. How can you combine sport and technology?
Technology and sport can be combined in lots of ways. I sleep in an altitude tent. So at night, I can, because of technology, I can sleep at up to 3,000 meters in my own room. We can use technology to record our training, to see minor improvements in our training, and things like that. Our bike involves a lot of technology, the aerodynamics, the technology behind the wheels, the carbon, and everything. So technology can be combined with sports in lots of ways. Okay, that's the end of the questions. Thanks a lot for sending your questions in, and hopefully we're giving you an insight into our world and our training.